तो 2008 में देर वुड बी डेज इन अ वीक मार्केट्स वुड बी अप 15% एंड डाउन 15%. तो 25-28% करेक्शन हुआ है इन एवरी बेयर मार्केट. सो 2008 वाज अ वोलेटाइल पीरियड एंड इवन इन 2006 Nifty had a 30% correction in 45 days and small cap index was down 40%. This is in the middle of a bull market. Okay, so Friday the closing was 58, our stop loss was 58. So it was just above. And कि stop loss trigger हो जाएगा and then we are saying in the training session के boss if market falls below 20,200 19,500 you should sell. So on that day the stock opened at 42.
Hey Nuresh, great to have you on Money Talks by Grow. Thank you so much for coming down for this.
Thanks so much for having me here.
I'm so excited to deep dive on techno funda analysis, जो आपका core है, I know.
So I got introduced in one of the worst phases of the markets in the extreme near term. तो अगर हम देखें तो this was somewhere in May 2004. And 17 May 2004 is Black Monday. That is where markets fell 18% in 2 sessions. So from the lows of 3,000 Sensex to 21,000.
Insane. And फिर U-turn बिल्कुल.
21,000 to sub 8,000 in the next 8 months. तो आई थिंक दैट वाज द ओनली पीरियड पीपल एक्चुअली सॉ वोलेटिलिटी. तो जब अब आज लोग बोलते हैं ना मार्केट्स वोलेटाइल है, मैंने बोला जितना साल भर का वोलेटिलिटी है उतना दिनों में होता था. तो 2008 में देर वुड बी डेज इन अ वीक मार्केट्स वुड बी अप 15% एंड डाउन 15%. तो 25-28% करेक्शन हुआ है इन एवरी बेयर मार्केट अपार्ट फ्रॉम कोविड विच ऑल्सो रिकवर्ड वेरी फास्ट. सो 2008 वाज अ वोलेटाइल पीरियड एंड इवन इन 2006 Nifty had a 30% correction in 45 days and small cap index was down 40%. This is in the middle of a bull market. So on that day the stock opened at 42. ओके सो जो सोचा था कि आप क्या होगा 5% नीचे काट लोगे 10% नीचे काट लोगे, इट ओपन ओनली एंड इफ इट वाज अ डेरिवेटिव स्टॉक देयर वाज नो डाउनसाइड कैप. आज कैसा है कि 10% पे एक सर्किट है, तो तभी ऐसा 10% पे सर्किट नहीं होता था ओपन पे. So and then 10, 15, 20. So that opened 25%. In the next 2 days, it was down to 20. So whatever you could sell was at 42. And it was a very concentrated position. Okay, we was majority of the portfolio in the derivative side. So I could sell small caps, I could sell micro caps, but I could not sell a derivative stock. तो ये learning आया कि liquidity also can vanish away on the downside. That is what people saw in 2020.
How much leverage is too much leverage? खासकर न्यू इन्वेस्टर्स के लिए, न्यू ट्रेडर्स के लिए.
सिंपल मैथ है. अगर आप लेवरेज के आपके 100 रुपये है,
हाँ.
ठीक है, आप उसके ऊपर कितना भी एक्सपोजर लेते हो इक्विटी वो लेवरेज है. तो आपने अगर 20 रुपीज़ लिया और तो या 20.2% लेवरेज या 120 पे हो, तो अगर 20% मार्केट फॉल होता है तो व्हाट विल यू लूज? यू लूज 24. दैट इज ओके, यू विल स्टिल मैनेज. बट इफ यू हैव 100 to 300, 10% fall, you lose 30% of your capital. And 10% is very normal. कि ऐसा नहीं है कि 10% आपके स्टॉक्स नहीं गिर सकते या निफ्टी नहीं गिर सकती. तो एट 300 to 400 यू आर सेटिंग अप फॉर डिजास्टर. कि यू नीड जस्ट वन बैड साइकिल वेदर यू आर लॉन्ग और यू आर शॉर्ट. सो अब मैथ हर किसी पे डिपेंडेंट है. लेवरेज किसको कितना समझ आता है कि आई एम ओके विद अ लॉट ऑफ लेवरेज, बट बियॉन्ड 250-300 looks crazy. Retail investors lose money via leveraging or via averaging. These are the only two ways. Leverage is one way.
Leverage वाला तो हाँ.
कि you will lose capital. Averaging क्या है कि we have this tendency to take a 100 rupee stock, goes to 70, you add more. It goes to 50, you add more. And there are many companies who've gone to zero or never come back. So there are many companies in 2008 which have never come back even after 17 years.
I also remember watching an interview of yours जहाँ आपने कहा था कि relative outperformance पे हमें ध्यान देना चाहिए खासकर sideways मार्केट में. तो वो कैसे करते हैं हम?
So what is relative outperformance? So जैसे मेरा बोलना है कि 3 तरह के मार्केट है, बुल मार्केट, बेयर मार्केट, साइडवेज मार्केट. बुल मार्केट में सब कुछ चलेगा,
हाँ.
बेयर मार्केट में सब कुछ गिरेगा. सी कोविड में इनिशियल फॉल एवरीथिंग फेल, देन थिंग्स रिकवर्ड. तो in both these places whatever you do markets will do what they want to do. In a sideways market what happens? So in that period it could be 6, 12, 24 months. In this period is where relative outperformance gives you the best sectoral leaders. So I'll take examples anecdotally. You'll go back and you'll remember.
Correct.
So currently if you go back to 2021-23 which is recent, Okay, so by say August, September 2021, Nifty had topped out around that 18,000 mark. और उसके बाद क्या market sideways थी. You had Russia, Ukraine war and multiple things happening. But what was changing? There were stocks which are relatively outperforming. So what is relative outperformance? Say Nifty is down 20%. These stocks do not fall as much. These sectors do not fall as much. They have fallen say 15 to 20%. I prefer looking at the small cap index because if that is the maximum beta index you will see. So if they've fallen 25-30%, एक sector है जो 20% ही गिरता है. So that is your first leg of outperformance. But there you don't make money. कि बॉस 20% नुकसान तो नुकसान ही है. But out of these names, some sectors come up with new 52-week highs and all-time highs. So 2022, you saw this happening in multiple sectors. So maybe I'll take a chart and show it. It's there in front of me. So this is a chart for say Siemens.
ठीक है.
Okay. This stock made a new 52-week high, all-time high, in the end of 2021. And all through 2022 to 23, if you notice, it has gone up. The markets had corrected. So the Nifty was lower in 2023. From 18,000, we were at 15, 16,000 multiple times. But this stock continued to do well. You could see the same thing happening in ABB. Now, ये पूरे सेक्टर में क्या था? Capital goods was one. Another was PSUs. Okay. Which started making new 52-week highs in 2022. So this is where we say कि boss markets are going sideways, but sectors are leading.
अच्छा.
And they continue to give you solid returns. And background क्या होगा? Many a times these sectors have done nothing for the last many years. So PSUs after 2008 did bad. Capital goods, say ABB for example, the highs of 2008 were not taken out till 2021. And that was the case with many manufacturing companies, old economy, PSUs, which had gone through 10, 12 years of underperformance. And they were giving you breakouts. So that is where you make the most money. So for example, this is an index for capital goods. If you see it in 2008, same price, 2013, same price, 2018, same price. But something changed in 2021, 2020. They started breaking out. But in 2022, if you see this arrow out here, so the lower chart is Nifty.
अच्छा, ठीक है.
Okay, so the Nifty is lower. It has gone lower from this high to this high. This index makes a new all-time high. So that is clear outperformance. Nifty is down 15%. Cap goods is making a new all-time high. What happens to it? The index goes up by 100% over the next 1 to 2 years. So there were multiple stocks.
Got it.
Same, you could see it in a CPSE. So you could I'm taking a 2012-15 chart. So that was a tough period. 2011 to 2013, the markets did not make a new all-time high. 6,000 wala Nifty had not gone to those levels. But if you look at the pharma index, which is below, Nifty has not made a new all-time high. Pharma index makes a new all-time high. Even up till 2013, this index has not made a new all-time high, the Nifty. But this went up higher. Then in 2013, even when this had not made an all-time high, you made another new all-time high on pharma. What happened to the pharma index? It went up almost 2.5 times over the next 2 years. So we are in that second stage कि जहाँ पे consolidation हो रहा है. So ये period में what do you start looking out for? One, sectors which have underperformed in the past. I'll take an example of say 2021. Okay, so this is a chart for the whole power company. So we made an equivate index for all the power companies of say for the last 15 years. So the last 10 years, the returns were zero. So new winners generally come from underperformers. और उसमें belief नहीं होता है कि ये sector चल सकता है.
Basically, जिन पे सबने give up कर दिया है वो.
So I remember we came out with a note. The note was titled, "The most hated promoter is changing trends."
Okay.
So we got a email say, "I don't buy PSU stocks. I want a refund." So we refunded and we said, "Okay, great. We'll buy more PSU stocks." Your conviction went off to zero. And 2021-22 tak they were all valuation wise also very cheap. So you would get companies at 5-8% dividend yields and 5-8 P. 2022 to 2023, it was all about PSUs. It started with power companies. It went off to PFCs, RECs, then defense came in, shipyards came in. If you see one by one, every PSU sector did well. Yeah, I'll just take examples. कुछ charts लेता हूँ. Some of them, so standard SEBI RA disclosure, none of them is a recommendation. This is just a sectoral chart. So कि जैसे अभी हम करेंटली देखें तो एक चार्ट है एग्रोकेमिकल्स. सो दिस इज एन इक्विवेट चार्ट. इट्स डन फ्रॉम अ वेबसाइट कॉल्ड stockscan.in एंड यू कैन ऑल्सो क्रिएट इन वेरियस सॉफ्टवेयर ऑफ ट्रेडिंग व्यू एक्सेट्रा. तो व्हाट वी डू इज वी मेक अ इक्वल वेटेड चार्ट ऑफ वेरियस सेक्टर्स.
ठीक है.
कि सब सेक्टर्स भी बहुत होता है, सब कवर्ड नहीं है. सो एग्रोकेमिकल्स फॉर एग्जाम्पल is in a new all-time high even in this period. Then there is alcoholic beverages, which is where you are seeing new all-time highs for the whole sector as well as specific stocks. Okay, so these are the sectors to watch. FMCG, for example, has gone sideways for 2 years, and there are many stocks which have gone nowhere. So that is on our radar. Although price action is still waiting. There is hotels. After the huge run-up, they've consolidated, and we are seeing new breakouts happen in hotel stocks. So recently many hotel stocks have had new 52-week highs and all-time highs. So ये पीरियड में क्या कर रहे हैं हम कि हम देख रहे हैं कि भाई कौन से स्टॉक्स न्यू 52-week हाइज बना रहे हैं. निफ्टी तो नहीं बना रही, ना स्मॉल कैप बना रहा है. ऑटो OEMs न्यू ऑल टाइम हाइज, ऑटो एंसिलरीज नियर न्यू ऑल टाइम हाइज. So there could be many stocks which have already broken out. So you could look at many auto anchors which have done well, whether it's a Lumax Industries, Lumax Auto, Minda. Many of them are making new 52-week highs and all-time highs. And say Maruti has made an all-time high.
Do you invest like a lump sum या फिर आप staggered तरीके से invest करते हो?
So in this cases what we do is we take a basket approach.
ठीक है.
क्योंकि होता क्या है कि see we cannot understand every company fundamentally, and many a times इसमें change भी हो रहा है. So this I learned in 2015-17 when we spotted textiles. Textile was a bad sector for long, and the worst company which we saw was Indocount that went up 12-15x. The others also did well, KPR Mills, etc. 2015-16 markets were sideways. Textiles went into new 52-week highs.
ठीक है.
So whether it was a Welspun India, KPR Mills, Indocount, Himmat Singh, all the stocks did well. The larger names like Vardhaman Textiles, Welspun India, KPR Mills did well. But a small company, Indocount, went up 12-15x. Another denim company did really well. So what we learned is that we end up having large allocations to the leaders. Standard approach है कि you say कि 15% मुझे ये सेक्टर में डालना है, 20% ये सेक्टर में डालना है. तो अगर 20% डिसाइड किया है तो we'll put 6% in one stock, another 4% in another 4%, and then maybe take the bottom. Otherwise what people do कि 4 top leaders ले लिए वो सेक्टर के और उसमें डाल दिया. So we learned कि even a 2% allocation could become a game changer. So nowadays what we've started doing is कि take a basket कि ये sector अच्छा लगा, auto ancillaries अच्छा लगा, तो we'll buy the large leaders, even the mid, and take एकदम गए गुजरे stocks जो बहुत साल से चले नहीं है, and have started making new all time highs. They can surprise, but because they are small caps and they are bad, you take a small allocation. So if you're taking a 20% allocation, take 4% and 1% each, or 2% in 2 stocks. And that 2% going up 5x is a huge alpha. कि अगर मुझे technically पसंद है तो say my max allocation is 10%, so I'll take 10%. If I like fundamentally, I'll add another 10%. So that is max allocation. If you like fundamentally, you buy 10%. Add up if both matches, all your research matches. But most of the times disbelief इतना रहता है, people don't allocate only. कि वो PSU का डर है तो 2022 में लिया ही नहीं.
Got it.
अरे old economy stocks ये तो कभी चले ही नहीं है, MNCs, ABB, Siemens, they do well. So go right in, add more on the way up. So the tendency is to average on the way up, not on the way down.
On the way down, got it.
So one of my rules is that if I'm looking at a pattern, technical pattern, or a consolidation pattern of say 5 years, so I would expect 20% of that time I have to hold the stock.
So 1 year.
हाँ, so that is where majority of the move will happen.
अच्छा.
तो अगर 10 साल का ब्रेकआउट है तो 2-3 साल तक 20 to 30% of the period of time is where peak of the move is there. A very simple concept. आपका होल्डिंग पीरियड्स है मार्केट्स में, तो एज द होल्डिंग पीरियड गेट्स शॉर्टर योर स्किल सेट नीड्स टू बी हायर. कि अगर आपका होल्डिंग पीरियड कम होते जा रहा है, आपको पैसा बनाने के लिए स्किल ज़्यादा चाहिए. एग्जाम्पल कैसे है कि आपका 30 साल का होल्डिंग पीरियड है, ठीक है, आपने कोई कंपनी भूल गए 1990s में लेके,
ठीक है,
something has just come out of nowhere and gone up 100x. Say you are right only in that 5% allocation. And it takes care of what? 30 years.
Yeah.
10% of your portfolio goes up 100x. It takes care of the whole portfolio.
ऐसी generational wealth बन जाती है.
हाँ, but 19% आप wrong हो.
Yeah.
ठीक है. You go 10 years. Say some company which was very different does well suddenly now. So you pick up a random stock, Apar Industries, which did not do any well, or say PSUs did nothing and some of them went up 10x. अब इसमें आपका स्किल सेट है नहीं, आपको तो पढ़ा था तो रह गया. So even if you're wrong 60% of the time, 80% of the time, you can still do really well. As you go shorter and shorter, day trading is the lowest form. तो जैसे हम बोलते हैं ना दिहाड़ी है, you're a laborer. ठीक है, क्योंकि
Yes.
और कोई धंधा नहीं है जिसमें आपको शाम को पैसे मिल जाए. And there is a lot of skill requirement. There is physical requirement, mental requirement. In our country, labor is cheap. Anywhere else, this is a very expensive. तो अगर वो देखो तो उसमें skill set ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है. Today in day trading, whom are you fighting with? You're fighting with the algos. You're fighting with the HFTs.
Institutions, हाँ.
The HFTs which are trading at microseconds. So somebody who's patient makes money. And that is how compounding has taken place. So problem is people want to be on the shortest time frame क्योंकि सबसे ज़्यादा instant gratification उधर है. शाम को पैसा मिल गया मेरा. कल का कोई डर नहीं है.
Right.
So a lot of day traders बोले मुझे कल से क्या लेना देना है.
तो is this how promoter buying as a metric भी लोग use करते हैं to
Yes.
identify कि company red flag company है कि green flag company है?
हाँ, so insider buying is what we've been looking at and that data for the longest time. तो बात यह है कि क्यों insider buying देखता है? शेयर खरीद रहे हो, बराबर है. अब 1000 करोड़ की कंपनी 5 करोड़ के 10-20 करोड़ के शेयर खरीद रहा है तो इट्स नॉट अ गेम चेंजर. टेक ए क्लासिकल एग्जाम्पल, मार्च एंड 2020 वी वर ऑल वरिड अबाउट व्हाट?
Covid.
ग्रोसरी आएगा,
हाँ.
ये आएगा कि नहीं, और promoters are buying shares. So you saw March, April to see largest amount of insider buying. So they knew the value, stock has fallen down. They say our assets are more than this. So insider buying is not कि you just go and buy because the insider has bought. It is an idea generation tool. कि हाँ इसमें buying हुई है, अब इसको रिसर्च करता है. क्योंकि अगर अपना पैसा लगा रहा है प्रमोटर तो दैट इज सम ही शी वांट्स मार्केट कैप इवेंचुअली कि वो अलाइंड हो गया हमारे साथ. तो इनसाइडर बाइंग हैज बीन अ बिग पॉजिटिव बिकॉज उसमें से जो स्टॉक्स चलते हैं दे डू रियली वेल. बट दैट डज नॉट मीन कि 100 स्टॉक्स में हुआ तो हम 100 बाई करेंगे, बट दैट्स योर यूनिवर्स. तो जैसे मैंने बोला ना कि प्रोसेस ये है कि एक यूनिवर्स बनाओ कि जहाँ पे यू गेट लकी ऑल्सो, कि यू आर बाइंग ब्रेकआउट्स इन इनसाइडर बाइंग कंपनी, यू कैन गेट लकी. सो सबसे पहले वॉल्यूम्स देखते क्यों हैं, ये भी काफ़ी चीज़ें इंडियन कॉन्टेक्स्ट में है कि ग्लोबली पीपल डोंट लुक एट वॉल्यूम्स एज मच. क्यों? क्योंकि वहाँ पे ओनरशिप ऑफ द कंपनी कैसी है. सो 100 शेयर्स है सपोज, तो वहाँ पे 10-20% प्रमोटर के पास होता है, 40% प्रमोटर के पास होता है, 60% इज इन द पब्लिक. So there is enough liquidity and there is a buyer, there is a seller and there is a lot of matching. इंडिया में प्रॉब्लम क्या है? Promoters own 50 to 75% and in small caps it is 60-70% in a lot of stocks. Then you have another 15% with mutual funds or FIs. So in then a lot of companies you're left with 10% float. 10 to 25% float. So that's why we run a filter 5x, 10x volumes. And then maybe for some weeks and months the stock goes silent. वो 100 से 120 होता है, you buy at 105 goes to 130 and then stays there. And the next leg it goes to 200. So for if you, जैसे Reliance का example था, the day it broke out it was 10x volumes.
Right.
There are many such stocks. Scott's broke out at 180, 200 with 10x volumes. The stock never stopped. And when you go right, some of these companies do really well. So volumes is a very strong indication in mid caps and small caps much more. I'm taking the largest company example. You'll take small caps also. You'll see such breakouts. When an Aarti Industries broke out many years back, Atul broke out. You'll see 10x, 20x volumes. And that is a game changer.
टाइम से याद आया, एक और टर्म है टाइम स्टॉप लॉस. ये हम कैसे यूज कर सकते हैं?
समझो 2 साल का कप एंड हैंडल ब्रेकआउट देख रहा हूँ, तो मेरा व्यू है कि ये 1/3 टाइम से लेसर में इसका टारगेट हो जाना है.
हाँ.
4 से 6 महीने 8 महीने में ये हो जाना है. अब समझो 100 में लिया है, स्टॉक 110 पे ही रह गया है फॉर लास्ट 6-8 months. सो देन इट इज लाइक कि देयर कुड बी अनदर अपॉर्चुनिटी विच इज बेटर.
करेक्ट.
एंड यहाँ पे टाइम भी ओवर हो गया है, तो मे बी द मोमेंटम हैज नॉट हैपेंड एज यू एक्सपेक्टेड, सो यू टेक अ टाइम स्टॉप लॉस हिट.
तीजी और मंडी की बात करें तो करंट मार्केट सिनारियो को देखते हुए आपको क्या लगता है, अभी हम बेयर मार्केट में है कि साइडवेज मार्केट है, आगे बुल रन कब हो सकता है नेक्स्ट?
सो जैसे अगर हम करंट मार्केट देखें, लास्ट 1 year रिटर्न इज 0.
हाँ.
स्टॉक्स आर मे बी डाउन 10-20%. ये है मार्केट. तो दैट क्लियरली टेल्स यू कि ये साइडवेज है. मंदी में क्या होता है, मार्केट्स हैव फॉलन अ लॉट मोर. कि 2011 से 2013 अगर देखो तो 6000 का निफ्टी था, वेंट टू 4500, देन वेंट हायर 6000 अगेन, देन वेंट टू 5100. बट द स्मॉल कैप इंडेक्स वाज 50%. 2018 to 19 क्या था, निफ्टी वाज अप, स्मॉल कैप वाज डाउन 40-50%. सो दैट यू कैन से कि वो it was a confusing market relatively, but it was still a bear to sideways. This is 1 year return 0, तो bull market तो नहीं है.
करेक्ट.
So has it fallen a lot more? Not really. So it's a classical sideways market, and that is where you have the time to do podcast, learn, listen to podcasts. So and that is the period of where you decide कि बॉस अब नए ट्रेंड्स ढूंढना है. Open up your mind कि साइडवेज मार्केट का कुछ नया लीडर होगा. तो दिस इज वेयर वी आर इन द मार्केट कि थिंग्स विल चेंज इन टर्म्स ऑफ पॉजिटिविटी ऑल्सो. So we call it as a classical cup and handle. So now if you look at the current markets, we topped at 26,000, went to 21,000. We went almost close to 26,000. Then we've come down a bit now and we are here. So we are in that struggle phase. Conserve your mental strength.
Yes.
And mental capital also.
Mental capital. ये podcast episode I'm sure viewers के लिए भी बहुत ही mind opening था. So thank you so much for your time, Naresh.
Thank you so much.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing. Please read the risk disclosure documents carefully before investing in equity shares, derivatives, mutual fund, and or other instruments traded on the stock exchanges.